Alright, let's see if this works. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da. Let's see. I'm gonna share this. Let's get this sent out to some people. But yeah, so this is basically how this is going. Um, but yeah, so this is basically how it's going. It's, you know, it's alright. I like this a lot. It's relaxing. I think I made a good choice of music for the background. But yeah, so this is how the streams are gonna go now. This is basically what I'm gonna be doing with my streams for a while. Eventually I might get more stuff. I need to rename. Let's see. I think I'm gonna restart my jazz. Boom. Trying to think of what we should play. Let me open my Xbox app. I'm gonna check and see what I can download. And whatever I can, I'll download and play. Here, how about we just play... actually, you know what? No playing anything. We're just gonna sit here and talk. So this is the chat room. This is where I'm gonna just chat with everyone. So, for anyone who wants to type in chat, I will see the message and respond here. So, like, any ideas you have for the future, any conversation topics, stuff like that. But yeah, oh, I hope you're all enjoying the, new format for this. I know I certainly am. This is really, really fun. But yeah, how's everyone's days going? Is everyone doing well? Let's see. So far, no one typing in chat. I see you, one viewer that's watching. I can see my viewer count. Don't be shy, type in the chat. Don't be shy, put some more. Let's see. What can I do on here? You know, I could do like an art widget if I could figure out how to get my thing set up. Or, you know, maybe I could just like watch a movie and like chat during the movie. We could do a watch along party. That's what we could do. So you guys can watch on your end and I'd watch on mine. Let's see. It's just so cool to me that I have like a stream up now. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm not sure what I should do. Actually, it's Jogabsha. So. But yeah, so I'm not sure what to stream today. I'm probably not going to stream for too long. I just wanted to, you know, come on and show off these, you know. No, it's Jogabsha. If you are going to type, say the name right. It is Jogabsha. No one online should be allowed to know my real identity, so I will be doing only this. I am now Jogabsha legally. Or actually, no, I'm not. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. What voice even is this? I genuinely have no idea. What is this? Sounds like King Julian. Hello, King Julian. Yeah, I can do a lot of voices. I can do all sorts. Wow. Yeah, I'm not the best with my proper accents. I've been working on them. This is my most British one. It's not very good. I'm gonna be completely honest, it's not that good. I'm trying to get better at it though. I've been listening to it. Yeah, it's the Romanian flag. I just switched to like Australian, right? Yeah, right, mate. Yeah. But yeah, it's the Romanian flag because I like Romania. I have some family ties in Romania, and I like the colors. The colors are iconic, so I use them in my my thing, and I think it looks good. I love my channel banner with it though. It looks really really nice. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how much effort I had to go through to get to the point where I could stream this today. From the moment I woke up and got downstairs, I was working on this stream, like getting streaming set up and designing all the overlays and stuff. And that was like 7 hours ago. And then last night we spent like 8 hours just editing everything. But yeah, so hey, hope you're enjoying the stream though. It's nice to have new viewers every now and then. I'm trying to grow my channel, so it's hopefully it'll grow in due time. I've got a giant bag of popcorners with me too that I'm just dying to eat. I've got like an essay to write, so I think that's what I might do. I'll just pull up my essay and write it while I'm doing this. Hold on. There we go. Here's my essay document. But yeah, so I'm just working on an essay rough draft for tomorrow. I'm gonna turn on some lights in this room real quick, because right now the lights in here look like my offline screen. Yeah, I have it set to where whenever I go offline, it turns off the music and just has like the rain and the fire crackle in the background. Apologies in advance for any background noise you may hear. Oh, would you look at this? There's some Twix in here. Gonna take some of those. I will be muted momentarily. I just ate a right Twix on the left side of my mouth and a left Twix on the right side of my mouth. let's see. I'm gonna eat this real quick, or not eat this, drink this. Why is the whole cap coming off? It's like, you know the little plastic tab on bottles that like stays around the lid while you lift the cap off? Yeah, it just came off with the cap. I'm not even sure how or why. Alright, so back to business. Ninja, come here, buddy. I know I said back to business, but my dog popped his nose up and I wanted to say hi to him. Maybe I'll use my webcam sometime for like a ninja reveal. For anyone who wants to get, or actually no, I'm not even gonna reveal to you guys what kind of dog my dog is. And no one in chat should say it either if you know me. I want this to be a surprise. I want Ninja to be a surprise. Isn't that right, Ninja? Isn't that right? Hey, buddy. Oh, you're so pretty. Yeah, you are. You're such a good dog. You're loving this attention, huh? Alright, go away. I don't want you leaving hair all over my office. Go. Out. Out. Good boy. Yeah, he's gotten really good with certain commands. He understands out, he understands outside, and he understands lay down. And he understands down, which is separate because we use that for like whenever he starts jumping on something, we tell him down and he immediately jumps down. Or you just yell "Hey!" at him and he you know, stops. But yeah, so this is basically how my stream's going. We've been live 17 minutes, not including like the initial 18 of the first stream. I love some good jazz. You got the rain in the background too. I can turn up the rain a little bit actually. There we go. Rain's turned up a little. I'm trying to think of how to start this essay. It's definitely interesting. Oh, I know exactly what to do. Alright. Gotta verify my email for this. Verify your email, Mr. SpongeBob. SpongeBoy me Bob. Oh, and so, at some point I'm gonna give you guys like a proper like gecko review as well. I have a pet gecko. I'll tell you the species of him. He's a Rhacodactylus leachianus, giant New Caledonian gecko, or you might know them by leechy gecko if you know anything about reptiles. Like, no, not a lot about reptiles, but if like you know a little bit about reptiles, you'll probably have heard of it. The leechy gecko. I think Snake Discovery did a video on them at some point. Go Herping, I know, has a very strong opinion towards them. He does not like them. I like them a little bit. They're cool, make kind of weird noises. For me, they just are very robust. That's the big thing. Hold on, wait, never mind. I already have a thing. I knew I'd use this email on here at some point. There we go. I love my new keyboard. I have a stainless steel keyboard. Alright. I'm just doing some research for my paper right now. Da-ba-da-ba-da. I don't know if anyone's still in the stream. If you are, feel free to chat, please. It's really the whole reason I'm still here is to chat with people. If anyone does want to chat, feel free to. Looks like I've gotten 5 viewers so far. That's cool. Let's see. We have Alfred Russell Wallace. see. So, Alfred Russel Wallace discovered the mechanism for evolution independently. Mechanism. Alright, let's see. I'm going to be away temporarily, so I will be back in a little bit. me and my mom debating pickles. I hate them. I hate pickles. They're garbage. My mom says they're awesome. Like you can hear her say.
They are great. Pickle juice. Just drinking pickle juice by itself.
You sound like this one girl from my school who always brings like one pickle like to school every day. She'll bring a pickle in a container, a whole pickle, and just eat it in class. Hold on, I'm changing the stream title to Pickle Debates. Boom, Pickle Debates now. Like, okay. There is one viewer in stream. Would you like to comment on the pickle debate? Yeah, what is your view of pickles? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you not know what a pickle is? Which I'd be very surprised. I'd be a little more concerned if you didn't know what a pickle was. But yeah, I'm always gonna be of the opinion that pickles are just not good. I already like can barely handle cucumbers just because like the longer you eat them, the more they taste like you're eating a bunch of grass. And you know that feeling that grass gives you when like I know a lot of people have tried to eat grass. Like you've probably tried it, right, Mom? Oh, well, whenever you eat grass, it like you can handle a little bit at first, but if you eat like the whole thing, then it like creates this weird taste in your mouth and makes it feel dry.
Just now, I just dawned on me that I must have raised you really wrong. Like, eat grass.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I didn't eat grass because I like grass. I ate it to try it. And it was 3rd grade, so. But yeah, so that is kind of what's going on with the pickle debate. I'm trying to think what else we can talk about. Oh, I don't like most condiments. I hate mustard. I can't stand pickles. I don't usually like onions for almost anything. Hot sauce. Huh? Ketchup I can handle, but like too much ketchup makes it taste horrible. Like one time I put just a little too much ketchup on my eggs and I had this ketchup aftertaste for like forever. Like if you're eating scrambled eggs, the amount of ketchup you should have with it should be about 1/8 the size of your eggs. Like at most. Oh yeah, the acidity is horrible. I don't like the acidity. I mean, sometimes I like acidity. Like I like citric acid. I like pomegranates. I like oranges. But those aren't super acidic. That's the thing. Oh, I like ranch. I like what was that one dressing? Cilantro dressing? What was? I didn't mind that too much. For me, the biggest thing was just like the onions that are filling it. Yeah, the ones that are taking up the entire thing. Let's see, what else? What else do I hate having on my sandwiches? Oh yeah, tartar sauce is garbage. I hate tartar sauce. No tartar sauce for me. Hold on, I have like a taste in my mouth. I have to eat one of these popcorn just to get rid of it. Jax, this isn't for you. I know you're a weird cat who likes chips, but you're not getting these ones. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't remember. Nom nom nom. There's a whole niche of YouTube for that. mom. There's food ASMR. I could just do that on this stream. Food ASMR stream. Oh, and mom. I know the people watching can't see this, but on here, when you're going into settings. Oh wait, I actually wouldn't be able to show you, but you can stream to Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, all sorts of different streaming platforms from this, like directly. So you can link your account on that thing and it'll stream directly to it whenever you want to stream. Like, I have my account linked on this and it streams directly to here on YouTube. Yeah. I could Photoshop like a picture of tea in there. I wanted to get an animated fireplace, but I couldn't figure out how to do that with Procreate. So, yeah, so like if you're not looking very closely at the fireplace, it sounds done. And something cool I did with the offline scene is it has the fireplace going, but it's a lot quieter to make it sound like it's burnt out. So like if I go here, and people watching, you won't be able to hear my microphone for a second because I don't have mic set up on the offline page. Hold on, wait, I have a thing open. Why does it keep opening on this? I need to do display settings real quick. It made... Yeah, why does it have... That's my main display. Alright, so you won't be hearing me for a second. And we're back. So, also, I have a few little Easter eggs sitting around in this room. Not a lot, but like, you know, we've got the John Hammond picture, we've got a little raptor skull, we've got a Minecraft torch flower that's poorly edited in right there. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Microphone doesn't pick very much audio up when it's far from my face. Once you feed him, get us food because we are starving. And remember, no tartar sauce. No tartar sauce. Alright, let's see. What to talk about next? The Fitness Gram Pastry Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets harder as it continues. You know, I want to get to the point where, like, I need to see if any of my friends have YouTube channels and would want to, like, come on as a guest. Cause it could be cool to, you know, have a little community going of streamers and content creators. But yeah, we've got this whole thing set up. I'm gonna drink some more of this water. I got, like, the Propel, water by like the Gatorade company. Really good. It's flavored, it has a bunch of electrolytes. But yeah, it's super good. Let's see. What should we talk about now? Oh, the whole thing in Israel recently. That was a crazy tragedy. Heard about that last week. My heart goes out to all the people who were out there and just, you know, got caught up in that. I feel really bad to know that there's like all that stuff still going on, but you know, it's not like it's everywhere. Like we've got all this really cool stuff out here, and there's relief efforts and stuff. Just felt like I should talk about that a little bit because it's a relatively recent event. Anyway, let's look at what's happening in the world of politics. So I'm just gonna look up what is happening in the world of US politics. Alright, let's take a look at what's happening in US politics. A president, a billionaire, and questions about access to national security. I just want to know who's like running for what. So let's see. 3 weapons that Israel and Ukraine both need from the US. So you can see there's a lot of like war related stuff right now. There was actually this one site, I'm not sponsored by them, but I discovered them through a sponsorship on a channel that I watch called Mini Minute Man. Look him up. He's really cool. Does archaeology and some paleontology stuff and like history and all of that. I love his channel. I want to start doing some stuff like him eventually. But he was sponsored by this site called Ground News, and basically what it does is it takes a topic and then finds a bunch of articles from like about that topic from like all across the political spectrum, and then you can see like what different sides are saying, and it's honestly kind of funny to see how like the different sides are portraying things. It's pretty funny. Trying to think of what else to look up. Oh, I need to look at recent fossil finds. I want to do a little section of this. A fossil of a new type of wasp. That's interesting. So, fossil news on Science Daily. Ancient sea monster remains reveal oldest mega predatory pliosaur. So, the question is, which species of this? A group of ocean-dwelling reptiles closely related to the famous long-necked plesiosaurs. You know, I'd heard of pliosaurs, and I thought they were just like a weird way of like people mispronouncing plesiosaurs or something. But you know, it was actually pretty interesting reading that just now. But yeah, it's you know pretty interesting. I want to see if there's any new news about a fossil specimen, Arizona spinus. I want to see Arizona spinus cristati. Do they really not have? Yeah, there's nothing on here about it. What happened to it? Like, is no one making content on this thing? Like, even when I look it up, there's only like, there's 2 images in total that come up for it. 2 images. From they're both from the exact same person too. This guy on Twitter called Petite Paleo Artist, who appears to have a lot of Spinosaurid art just based on like the Google image searches I'm seeing. I like Spinosaurids though. I think they're cool.
Um, oh, that reminds me. I don't know if anyone watching this is aware of the game Paleo Pines. It's a farming sim style game. Think maybe. Oh, what's the game called? Stardew Valley? I think Stardew Valley. That's basically what the game is, but it has dinosaurs. And I don't think it has wizards or mining. So yeah, it's basically like Stardew Valley with dinosaurs. It's a really fun game. I've been playing it a lot. I want to do a full playthrough on it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But that is something I do want to get around to. Let's see, what else should I... Oh, I have a project that I've been wanting to start working on. Well, not start, I already kind of started on it, but like just barely. I have a graphic novel that I want to write and put into production. Because I have this concept I don't see done in any, like, I see almost no sci-fi stuff for this concept. And I don't want to reveal it just yet. There will be hints throughout the graphic novel for this, you know, this what this thing is about. But it's a world unlike anything you would ever really experience in any other sci-fi world. Basically, it's kind of sci-fi, kind of fantasy, I guess. I want to throw in some like cosmic horror elements here and there, but I'll give you a little premise of what I have so far. Our main character, his name is Alderson. That's at least like the name I have right now. And basically what he's gonna do is he's sitting at work at his office, right? You know, you're just there at the office, and then suddenly there's a booming sound, a shaking in the building. You see people like running over to the windows. You get this like shock wave, not strong enough to like shatter everything, but like some windows like crack or break. People are kind of screaming. You look outside and you see this like just blinding light. So like there's this like dark mass in the sky, and the blinding light comes out of it, and then everything just fades to white, and then it cuts. Then we have fade from black to view, and we're seeing through the eyes of Alderson. I want the viewers, the readers, to discover the world that I'm building as Alderson does. I feel like that would be a cool way of, you know, making things work well. But yeah, that's basically what I'm hoping to do with that. He basically wakes up on this like alien world. It of course, it feels alien to him anyway. At first, it's really pretty. It's got air that's super clear, and he's like, it's the first time he's ever felt air that clear in his lungs, because he lived in like a congested, crowded city. And he looks around, he's in a big open field, and he's just getting his bearings. But as things go on, he starts to notice, some stuff going on that seems out of the ordinary, and that's where I'm gonna stop. But that is something I'm working on. My dog keeps coming over here for my chips. Let's see. let's see, what should I do next? I want to read some more stuff. Let's see. We've got what's right now. Oh, would you look at that? I have 2 concurrent viewers. And I have 2 likes. That's actually really, really good. Well, I mean, not really, really good, but like for my channel, I don't usually get very many likes on videos, so the fact that I've got above 1 like is really nice. Or any likes, really. I caught a rocket last night, going up into space. It was carrying some Starlink satellites. I posted it immediately when I got it, but I guess it didn't get very much traction. Let me go to my channel and see how many views it has. It has 10 views. Let's see, I'm gonna change my title real quick because we're not debating pickles anymore. Let's see. I am going to check and see if anyone wants to play Sea of Thieves. And you all can, I guess, watch along with that. Oh wait, I need to download Rust. I don't know where to get Rust from. Oh wait, Steam, that's where it is. Yeah, I've been wanting to get Rust. Oh, new viewer. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so like I was saying, I need to get Rust downloaded. This is something I've been wanting to play for a little while. That's funny. I just got a notification of like a video, and the title is "Can We Eat Grass?" I just think that's funny because like we were talking about how I ate grass in like 3rd grade a little bit ago. Oh, that's what I should do. I should talk about some crazy stories. Okay, my best stories are my crash stories. So the times that I've crashed my bike or crashed anything really. Those are my best stories. So let's go right ahead, and I'm going to do them in chronological order. That's what I'm going to do. Chronological order of my bike crashes. Alright, so the oldest one I can remember, let's say I was around 11. I remember my grandmother, she'd given me a green bike recently, which I loved that bike. That bike was so cool. It had like green flames on it and everything. Yo, JD's in the chat. Let's go. JD's here. Yeah, JD, I'm just talking about my what's it called? For anyone wondering, JD is a frequent viewer of my channel. He's pretty cool. He makes some content on YouTube. Check him out. He's actually a fellow Romanian as well. But yeah, so like I was saying, I had this green bike, and we lived on a private road that was on somewhat of an incline. No one ever really drove on that road, so I would go outside and bike up and down the road. What I'd do is I'd bike up all the way to the top, And then from there, I'd bike like downwards, and the road was like a good eighth of a mile long, which, you know, is a nice distance. I would ride my bike all the way down the length of that road, like not even pedaling. I'd just like pedal at the top to go super fast, and then I'd just I'd stop. Basically, I'd stop pedaling and just let it carry me down. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Wait. Hold on, I just lost my train of thought because I looked over and I saw, like, in my recommended games, I saw The Isle was recommended to me, which I love The Isle. I want to play that sometime. Anyway, back to the story, because I fully lost my train of thought. Oh, by the way, JD, what do you think of the new stream overlay? The new, like, chatting thing. Here, let me show you the gameplay screen as well. This is the gameplay screen. So whenever I'm playing a game, it'll show up in this box. But yeah, what do you think? Here, while you're typing, I'm gonna continue my story. So I would ride it down and just not pedal, and I'd ride down to the end of the street, stop, and go back up. But on one of my times going down, I was going way too fast. And keep in mind, this is a gravel road, so it's a little, well, not fully gravel, but it's like partial gravel with like a little bit of concrete underneath. So it's hard to stop on this road because your brakes, your tires will like slide over the stuff, and your shoes will like slide over the gravel. So I'm going really fast down this road, right? And there's a metal gate at the end of the road, and I think, okay, I'm going super fast, I need to slow down. I put my brake on, my brake isn't working. I put my feet down, and, you know, I start slowing down a little bit. I'm already too late, and I slam full force into the gate. And I wake up 15 minutes later, basically wrapped in a pretzel around my bike, covered in blood. You know, just all that goodness, all that fun. But yeah, so once I do that, I just sit there for like 10 minutes on the road at like 12:30, like in the middle of the day. It's bright out, sunny, California summer day, and I'm just sitting there on the road. And the thing is, I was hoping someone would come by and see me and like help me, but the thing is, no one would be back on that road at all for like another 5 or 6 hours, because barely anyone drives on that road to begin with, especially since it's a dead-end street. So we, yeah, that's where we lived, basically. But I just gave up waiting at one point. I just got myself up and walked my bike all the way up to my house. I wasn't too far from it, but I had to walk like half the length of the whole street, which it was longer than I'm making it sound. But I had to walk half that length, and, you know, just I put my bike in the garage, went inside, and sat down on the couch. And what was funny was my mom was in the shower the whole time this was happening. So I just was there on the couch watching, like, I think it was like Poet Plays or something. I was watching his Jurassic Park Operation Genesis series. And I'm just sitting there on the couch, and my mom comes out and she's like, "What the hell happened? Why are you bloodied up?" And it's like, it was hilarious. I loved that. Well, I didn't love that, but it was like, it was funny. It's a good story. Let's see. Other stories. Oh yeah, I had this other one. This was another crash story. Well, most of these are gonna be crash stories. So my great-grandfather, we used to go to his house a bunch before he died, for Thanksgiving, Christmas, things like that. And my cousins, they would all go there as well. They weren't my cousins directly. They were like cousins removed. I don't remember how it works. I think their parents were like my dad's cousins, and then we had them as like I don't know. But I just consider them cousins. There was 3 of them, and the youngest one, I don't even remember his name. It started with a C. And basically he and I would take turns pushing each other down my great-grandfather's inclined driveway. So he had a driveway that was at like a 20-degree, maybe 15-degree incline. It was at a decent incline, and it was in a cul-de-sac too. So what we'd do is we'd go down that inclined driveway in the wagon using the handlebar to steer. Then we'd drive out into the cul-de-sac using our momentum, and then go back towards the driveway. And we were taking turns pushing each other down the driveway to give each other like a start. And then after a little while, it becomes my turn. So he's behind me, you know, pushes me to like the driveway, and I go down it. And you know, I see a truck parked at the end of the driveway, which, you know, it had already been there, but I had lined myself up with it for my start for some reason, without realizing. And so I go to turn out of the way. I turn too sharp using the handle, and I flip this little red wagon over me, which here, let me try to pull up like an image of it. Like red wagon. It was like, here, I can just tell you guys what kind of wagon it was. It was like the ones with like the white wall wheels and stuff. It was like, yeah, the Radio Flyer one. It was the Radio Flyer one. The Radio Flyer Classic Red. That was the kind of wagon we had. It was the Radio Flyer brand too. And you know, it was it was a nice wagon. I liked it. But yeah. So basically I flipped the wagon over on top of myself, right? And it's you know, it's not fun. My cousin sees me. He's like, "Oh no, what's wrong? Are you okay?" And I'm like, I tell him, go inside, get help." He goes in. He's like, "Okay, I'll go get help." He goes in. 10 minutes go by. No one comes out to help. No one even knew I was out there. So I have to lift the wagon off of myself, and my arm was like crushed under it. Hold on. Have to send a message. But yeah, so my arm is crushed under this wagon, right? Like the edge of the wagon is on my arm. I think I still have like a faint scar from it too. It was a really large scar. It's faded mostly now because this was a while back. But yeah, so we had that, and I had to lift it off myself and walk back into the house covered in blood. My great grandma, she saw me and was like, "Oh no, are you okay?" And then she helped me like get bandaged up, and you know, she got me like some pumpkin pie and some of that delicious sparkling cider. It was like grape flavored, and I don't remember what the brand was. I think it starts with an M. Moreleno, maybe? I'm not sure. Or Morello, something. But yeah, so that was that. But yeah, so that was interesting. And then I think I have 2 more crash stories, a short one and like a longer one. So, short one, I'm just gonna rapid fire through this. I get a brand new bike. It's summer of 2021, and I get this brand new bike. And you know, I'm biking around, having fun with it. A friend of my dad's came over, and he's super cool. He bought my brother and I both like $200 bikes and gave us each $200 cash. And basically, hold on, I have to think. And basically, so I got this new bike, and my brother and I are both testing them out. We're driving up and down this road that we lived on. It's the exact same one. And what ends up happening, and this was not very fun, but what ends up happening is I'm riding the bike, and I end up accidentally swerving a little bit on my handlebars. So I try to swerve back, and the bike slides out from under me, and I'm going pretty fast, so the bike slides out from under me, and I land on my side, and my arm like touches like the gravel, and I slide across the gravel for like 6 or 8 feet, and that whole time my arm is scraping it against the gravel. I managed to keep my like head up off the ground, but I did get it scraped up a little bit. My legs were horrible too because I was wearing shorts. But yeah, so that was not fun. My dad had to pour like a bunch of like stuff on it. I think it wasn't Vaseline. Was it alcohol? I don't remember what it was. We got it out of like our first aid kit that we had in our house. But yeah, that was not fun. And now for my worst, most painful bike crash ever. Okay, so I used to live in this small town. It had this town was at like the base of a mountain. So as you went further up in the town, it would like incline more and more. County Line Road in this town was at a pretty big incline. So in order to bike all the way up to the top of County Line Road to like this area where my school was, it would take like 30 minutes. And I decided to bike all the way up there one day because I hadn't biked there before. I wanted to try it out. So I biked up to the school. Not much interesting stuff to tell about the bike ride up. Apart from like when I got there, I tried to jump the curb to get onto the curb, the sidewalk, even though I'd never done that before in my life. And what ended up happening was like I didn't jump enough, and my bike tire hit the curb, and it like flipped forward. But somehow I managed to like it did the thing where it like pushes me forward and makes me like walk immediately as I land. So I was fine. And then I needed water. There was one of the teachers still there, so he let me into the school grounds to get a drink of water, because I'd been biking for a while and it was hot. It was like on the last day of no wait, it wasn't the last day of school. It was the last day before the weekend. It was Friday. And so I get the drink, I leave, I go by one of my friend's houses, just say hi to her. I think I brought her a soda. I'm not sure. I might have. Like I think I stopped at 7-Eleven or something. I don't remember, but I go and say hi to her. And then I leave. I head back down County Line, and this is where it gets crazy. So something else to note about County Line is they'd recently put in new sidewalks for some of it, not all of it. The section like 3/4 of the way to my school from my house had concrete. On County Line anyway, had the sidewalks. Past that 3/4 mark, it was no sidewalks. So from my school area and my friend's house, which was like right by the school, I had to go down this like dirt section, and then I had to. What was funny was I went over like a jump by accident because I was going fast, almost crashed there. So that was the second time I almost crashed on this trip. And then I had to transition from the dirt onto the actual like pavement of the road. So I had to ride alongside the road. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm just telling bike crash stories. But yeah, so I'm riding down this road, and I get to the point where the sidewalk starts showing up again, and I'm like, hey, I should transition over to the sidewalk, because it's not safe to be riding on the actual road. And I had managed to avoid the cars now, but like, it was getting kind of sketchy. So I go to transition over to the sidewalk, but And this is where it sucks. You know how they have to pave the road to match the sidewalk because there's a like lip of concrete for like the gutter line thing that drains the water into the gutters. You know what I'm talking about. It's like right below the curb where the road connects to the curb. They didn't pave the road up to match that. So there was about an inch high of concrete just sticking up at the spot where I was going to transfer over. So I go to transfer. My bike tire gets caught. I go flying into someone's driveway. I land on my face first, kind of. Like, it was like the upper part of my face. Thankfully my bike was like, it caught me a little bit, but then I rolled onto my shoulder, and then like got knocked out. When I woke up, I didn't feel too much pain at first. The adrenaline and all of that. I felt mostly fine. I'd been used to bike crashes. But this was different, because when I got up, or tried to get up, I couldn't move my left arm. Like, just straight up, could not move it. I couldn't even feel it. I didn't know if it was there. I started freaking out. I look over, I see it there. It's like tensed up and stuck in this weird position. And I'm like, I start yelling for help. And I'm freaking out at this point. I'm crying a little bit, just because like it's not even because of the pain. It's just because like, holy crap, I can't move my arm. What did I do? So that's happening, and I carry this on for a couple minutes. Someone like next to the driveway I crashed into hears me calling, even though I'm like behind a bush. They walk around, they help me. They get me some water. They had to get my phone out of my left pocket because I couldn't move my arm to reach it. So they get me that, help me untangle myself with my bike, and then I call my dad and have him come pick me up. And originally he doesn't even realize it was so it turned out to be a dislocation. But instead of it like flopping around with a dislocation, my muscles had fully tensed up, like my entire arm's muscles all tensed up and were like being constantly flexed the whole time. So like, imagine like if you flexed your arm for like, okay, so just for context, I didn't get the issue fixed for 5 hours, but I'll get to that. So we have me now going with my dad. He had to bring his van, his work van, which he had at the time, because I had to get my bike home. He brings me home, doesn't realize it's a dislocation, thinks it's just like a sprain. He has me try to move it, and I can't move it more than like an inch in any direction before it starts being insanely painful. It hurts to move at all, but moving it any further than that is just like excruciating. And he's like, okay, this is serious. We're gonna take you to not the ER. He's gonna take me to urgent care, because he worked at like a university that was also a hospital. So he gets me in there. We have to wait like I think 2.5 hours to even get seen, which sucked. Also, the armrests on the chairs in there weren't high enough to reach my arm, so I was still basically holding my arm up. I couldn't rest it. So it was like if you sit in class, you know how sometimes you have to hold up your arm for a while, raise your hand for a long time before the teacher actually calls on you? Think 5 hours of that. Yeah. Eventually, after like 5 hours, they get me some pain meds. They take me to an x-ray, and they do the x-ray like 2 minutes after I get the pain meds. It's like a shot or something that they gave me, and as I get into the x-ray room, I'm sitting there, and I almost pass out and fall over just from like the sheer hit of the pain meds. And so they support me, get me out, put me in a wheelchair, which by the way, the wheelchair finally had armrests that would work for my arm, which that was already heaven in itself. I loved that. And then my dad's coworker brought me some like McDonald's, and my dad gave me his iPad, and I played Monopoly for iPad for like what, 4 hours? No wait, not 4 hours. Where am I getting 4 hours from? I played it for like, I don't know, an hour, and then when they were finally ready, this guy came in and he was like, okay, we can pop it back in, which, you know, it could potentially cause a little more damage and can be more painful. However, we have one more method we can try before that, and I was like, go ahead, try it. I'm willing to do anything just to get this arm back in place and be done with this. Like, there was points throughout this where I was just telling them to cut it off, because it was my left arm anyway. I don't really use it for much. But, so yeah, they take me in, and what they do is they, like, take my arm. It's next to my side, and it's at, like, a right angle, so my lower arm is sticking straight out, and my upper arm is, like, stuck to my side, fully flexed. So they take it and, like, stretch it. They lay me down flat first. They take it, they stretch it all the way up above me, and then they move it in full, like, 45 degrees in all directions that they can. And it slid back into place, which, you know, that was amazing. But it was so nice to be out of there. But I had to have my arm in a sling for a good, I don't know, 2 weeks of having it in the sling. Wait, 3 weeks of having it in a sling, and 2 weeks of not going anywhere for my bike crash story. But yeah, so with that, it was that's basically the end of that. I got to skip doing our PE thing too, where we have to run a mile every month, and I got to skip over that month, which was, you know, pretty nice. Loved that. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Looks like I have one concurrent viewer. But yeah, oh, I have 4 likes on my stream. Let's see. I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. Usually that's how long I like to stream. Next time I do this, I'm probably gonna try to do some gameplay. Just because it would be nice to, you know, like use this, maybe use my full screen. But yeah, so it would be nice to do that. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do next time. I'm probably going to play either Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, or maybe I'll download some other game. I have Java Edition now, so I can play modded Minecraft as well. If there's any other games you guys would like to see me play, please do let me know. And I'll see about getting them. If there's any other like types of streams you want to see me do, if you want to see me do more of these just chatting streams, I'll do whatever I can basically to keep my viewers engaged. But yeah, I think I am gonna end the stream here. I hope you all enjoyed. It was pretty fun for me. Like I know for half of it I was pretty boring, just doing some work stuff. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you next weekend.